What is going on, guys? Lord the Throne here, and I'd like to welcome you to my new channel. As you probably have guessed from the name, I love the lore in everything, from movies and TV series to games and books. I just love it. So I decided to make this channel so I could talk about the things I enjoy, and for the first video we're gonna take a look at the history of the goblins in World of Warcraft before they joined the Horde. The reason why I picked the goblins for my first video is simple. Actually, there are two reasons. The first one is that I actually play WoW at the moment, and the second and the more important one is that a friend of mine said that they're just smaller and weaker orcs. What the fuck, dude? But yeah, let's begin. Our story begins before the first war in Azeroth, and if you guys don't know about the first war, it's a lot of information and it's basically the war between the humans and orcs. But if you want me to explain it in full details, let me know, cause I'm not gonna do this in that video. We're here to talk about the goblins. So yeah, it is believed that the goblins are one of the oldest races in Azeroth, and they are mostly known for their inventions and greed. But it wasn't always like that. They weren't always as smart and cunning as today. The goblins were once slaves to the jungle trolls, and they were used by them to mine valuable materials and, most importantly, Khaja-mite ore in Mount Khajaru on the Isle of Kazan. The trolls used the valuable ore for some of their voodoo rituals, but they didn't plan for what happened next. Because the goblins were always in contact with the ore, and it generated a startling new cunning intelligence in them. They then started crafting their own powerful artifacts in engineering and alchemy, in secret of the trolls. Soon after that, the goblins overthrew their opposer and claimed Kazan for their homeland, the very same mines that have been their prison, their slave camp, and the base of their rebellion now became the city of Undermine. Time passed, and to the goblins' great dismay, the effect of Khaja-mite ore began to wear off. Even worse was that the ore itself became harder and harder to find. Desperation ensued, and the goblins' once brilliant inventions started to look haphazard and makeshift, the word that is associated with goblins' inventions right now. But yeah, they realized that they would need to find other ways to supplement their avarice. The thing is that the goblins' natural greed lifted them to prominence of masters of mercantilism. Trade princes arose during the First War, and as the cleverest goblins learned to take advantages of the strife, great fortunes were made, and the Isle of Kazan became a hub for fleets of goblin trading ships. Now guys, you have to understand that there is not only one trade prince of the goblins. They have a lot of trading factions, and every faction has a trade prince. But yeah, back to the point. During the Second War, one of the trade princes agreed to lend his faction services to the Horde. Following, however, the Horde's defeat, the goblins learned from their colleagues' failed example and soon realized that their profits could double if they weren't stuck in such a restrictive relationship. By the end of the Third War, goblins were providing weaponry, vehicles, and services to both the Horde and the Alliance. This, however, would not last forever. Recently, the goblins of Kazan have found a new enemy in the Alliance. Unexpected and unprofitable encounters with this faction have driven certain trade princes from their comfortable neutrality, reforging old pacts with their old-time allies. So okay guys, that's the brief history of the goblins up until the time they joined the Horde. Of course, there is a lot more information about them and their trade princes, but as of my first video, I really don't want it to make it long, so I could see how you guys would respond to it. Tell me what you think about it. What should I do next, if I should do anything. If you like the video, of course. I'm not saying it should be Warcraft lore or something like that. It may be Game of Thrones or The Witcher or something like that. As I said, I love lore in like everything, so yeah, just leave me suggestions. And if you enjoyed this video, click like, and see you next time.